What is good, everybody? It is your boy
Super Saiyan Cap back with another Xenoverse 2 discussion video for you guys. Today we have something that honestly I kind of been seeing in the comments quite a bit recently, and these comments made me think like, you're kind of right. Level caps for CACs honestly should be raised at this point in time. If they continue to plan on dropping DLC, why not raise the level cap of our CACs, not only to give us more to do, but it would also just give more depth on the builds, things like that. And there's just a lot of reasons that I feel it would be very beneficial, not only for the community and the people who play the game, but also for Bandai and dimps at the same time. Now, I know there's going to be a couple questions that people have first and foremost when they think of raising the level cap to 125. First thing that'll probably pop into people's head is, will CACs become that much more OP than CAC characters with that? And I really don't think that'll be the case, especially with the DLC 9 update. They did balance out the difference between CACs and CAC. They buffed the regular roster of CAC characters a bit in certain categories, and then also the mentors became way better after the DLC 9 update than they used to be. Like, a lot of the mentors are honestly kind of god tier after this DLC 9 update, and you'll see more of that with the mentor series. Probably have a video on that coming for you guys tomorrow. But like I said, with that first concern with cast to CAC, I don't really think it'll imbalance it anymore, especially because cast characters also get stronger when the CAC levels up as well. When your CAC levels up, your cast character also is getting stronger at the same time. So again, I really don't feel that will put an imbalance to the game, especially with that DLC 9 update that made cast characters that much better. Now, the second thing is, probably people will be like, well, they've never really released a level cap raise that large. But at the same time, guys, you got to think, it's DLC 10. By the time DLC 10 drops, this game will have been out for over 3 years. You have to bring absolute heat the more and more DLC you drop for a game like this. If you really think about it, 10 DLCs is a lot. Like, a lot of DLC packs, and especially since every single pack has had at least 2 characters. Some have had 3, some have had 4. Like, I believe we have like over 30 DLC characters in total. That is absolutely insane. So with all these DLCs coming out, especially with a game being over 3 years old by the time the 10th one hits, you got to bring something that is going to interest the fan base, or bring the fan base back to the game and make them want to play it at the same time. Because again, 3 years is a very long time for a game like this to be out. It would be more understandable for a game like this. Like, most fighting games that do survive a very long time are FGC based and survive that long because of tournaments and things like that. Xenoverse does not have that. Xenoverse is just a very loved game by the community. We know it has its issues, but at the end of the day, there's really no game like Xenoverse out there, and that is one of the reasons that people still play it to this day. But at the same time, a lot of people are fed up with Xenoverse, not only with all these DLCs that they really feel could just be worked on or put in towards the Xenoverse 3, but also people feel like they're just milking the game. But also, a lot of people are just fed up with the nonsense that this game has as well. So when you have this many DLCs, and you also have the issues that Xenoverse does have, regardless of it being a great game that a lot of us do love, you got to come with something, like I said, that is fire and is going to interest the fan base. So with them only coming with 2 characters in this DLC, I feel the free update should be absolutely major. And what could make the free update major and something that will, kind of be eye-popping to the community and make people kind of want to come back to the game at the same time? I feel a level cap raise to 125 would do that. It would just add so much. Like, think about how long at times it would take to get from 94 or 95 to 99. I understand it would take long, but now we do have Tosak at the same time, so the grind wouldn't be as grueling, I feel. Yes, you would have to get a lot of TP medals, but there are some people that already have like 10,000 TP medals saved up for no reason, from all the raids and stuff like that, where you just get TP medals for free pretty much. A lot of people have stacked TP medals to where you can honestly probably level up from like 100 to maybe 120 right off the bat, if not hitting 125, just through Tosak alone. And not only Would people enjoy that side of it, the grind? I feel now it gets tedious after a while, do not get me wrong, but again, the grind would just add something more to do with Xenoverse 2. But also the builds, guys. You would be able to do so much more with your builds and be able to change up things at the same time. Like, imagine you see the build on your screen right now, which I do feel is still probably the best all-around build in Xenoverse 2 at this time. Of course, you can tweak it in certain ways. If you want to be a strike-based character, you put those points on strike instead of key. Or if you are different races, you know, things like that. Maybe a Namekian, maybe you'll add a little bit more to your health and take away a little bit from stamina. But for the most part, this build right here works for all awoken skills and works for all races at the same time. Now, something you can do to this build to enhance it a bit is maybe add a little bit of health, because it really lacks in that category. And with all the CAC characters and stuff like that getting a buff to their health, there's literally characters with over 3 bars, 3.5 bars of health at this point in time, and a lot of characters do have over 2.5 bars of health, especially when you talk about the mentor characters. So that would be something you can do to this build. You can also make an absolute glass cannon build. If they were to give like 75 points in total with these 25 levels, you could do something like 125 basic, 125 stamina, and then also 100 and 100 on the strike and ki blast supers, and you would just be an all-around, like I said, glass cannon build, and that build would just be so much fun to play with at the same time. So I think not only would it add more build depth to the game, I feel it would give people something to do, and it would also be something to attract people back to the game, because like I said, with a DLC 10, it has been over 3 years since the game has been released. You got to come with something that's absolute fire, something that will make the community's eyes pop and make them want to come back to the game. And with only 2 characters, that's kind of tough right there already. The simple fact that there's been a lot of other DLCs with more than 2, and DLC 9 even had more than 2 at 3. So if you're only bringing 2, you gotta bring a major free update, like I said. And something like a level cap raise would be something that would be, you know, somewhat major, and I feel it would bring a lot of people back to Xenoverse 2, or just make them want to play the game that much more at the same time. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments, because not only do I like doing these discussion videos, because a lot of you guys say that you enjoy them, but I also like to see you guys' opinion on things like this, on topics like these, and things like that. Because even though I do not reply to as nearly as many comments as I used to be able to, like honestly, if I was to just sit there and reply to all the comments like I used to, I would just be replying to comments and barely ever making videos. So I do go through and read a lot of the comments to see what you guys are saying, things like that. So I always love to see you guys' opinions on videos like this. So be sure to let me know what you guys think about a level cap raise in Xenoverse 2 and raising it to level 125, and what you would really think that would do for the game. And if you're someone who has stopped playing the game or barely plays it, would that be something that would actually bring you back and draw your attention back to Xenoverse 2 at the same time? Let me know all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, we probably got a mentor video dropping for you guys tomorrow. There's a lot of mentors that are so good now and are right on that verge of that God tier, if not in that God tier. So again, definitely stay tuned for that. But till next time, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, hope you have a good day. Peace.